Hello my subordinates, it is I, your supreme leader. So in this video we're going to be reviewing another pair of grip socks. In this case it will be the SpeedGrip Grip Socks by Storelli. If you don't know what Storelli do, they're another like football apparel brand. They mainly do stuff like protective stuff really, so like stuff for like shin pads. They do some protective stuff for goalkeepers like padding, whatever, like elbows, hips, etc. And they've got a pair of grip socks, which we'll be reviewing today as well. So these are the first edition. I think they've got the 2.0s out, but these are still the first edition, which I'll talk to you about today. So I'm going to do this review a bit differently to the one I did before. So if you've watched my tape design one, so that's a key for you to check out if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing this video a bit differently. So I don't have any in-game footage, so like I didn't go to the park or whatever, but I've used these a lot in like matches. I've joined the Sunday League team and I've used them a lot. I've used them in training as well, so I've got maybe at least 15 sessions under my belt wearing them, so I think I can give you a decent enough review. So in this video what we'll cover is the design specs, the on-feet, and the overall performance of the socks themselves. Also, if we're going to talk about the design specification of the sock themselves, that means of course we're going to have to go under the microscope, so be right back. So now onto the design specifications of the Storelli grip socks. So as you can see, they're quite unique. You're never going to really find another sock design like this. Storelli themselves has described the sock as being more like a sleeve rather than a conventional sock. So onto some of the specifications. First of all, it's quite important to note the way Storelli have actually designed these socks. They are designed so that you can wear them as a standalone sock, or if you don't like cutting your socks, you can also wear these above your normal football socks. So I'm not really an advocate for double socking, but if it's up to you and you don't like cut your socks, then these might be an option for you. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, not a normal sock. Rather than normal knitting, you've got three different panels which are stitched together here, and then looking at the top of the sock, or the cut, you've got a elasticated cuff. So this, I'm guessing, just for seamless fit and make it more comfortable. So I guess that uses less material as well. The material itself is actually quite light. So really, said the material they use is 50% lighter than normal cotton socks. I'm not too sure about that. You can't really feel that on feet, but hey, what these kind of brands say anyway. So, and then looking at the toe area, you can see this is a kind of white strip. So what this is the sock should have antimicrobial properties. So that's also good for hygiene. It stops the buildup of bacteria in like these kind of areas where they're prone to build up. Okay, now looking onto the underside of it, so probably the most important part. First thing you notice is the L. So if you don't know, that means that this sock or these socks are anatomically made. So that means one is for the left foot, one is for the right foot. And these black bits here, these are also kind of like a bit grippy, but they're not like the main grip. So what the main grip is this is the SpeedGrip material, and it's located in what's really called pressure zones. And these pressure zones are the areas which come into most contact and are most prone to heel slippage, roll over, etc. So, and the suede-like material itself is said to get more grippier as it gets more moist. So take that how you will.
What do you mean by that?
And that's pretty much it for when it comes to design of the sock. Oh, I almost forgot one more thing, and that's probably what the other sock is here. Unlike a lot of other socks, you get the grip element on inside and outside of the sock, as you can see here. Don't mind the hole. I'll talk about that later. That's the only thing really with the socks. There's a bit of a durability problem, but I'll expand on that later. So yeah, you get double the grip, so on the inside and the outside, so with your boot and with your foot. So the more the merrier, I guess. Now on to the on-feet section of the video. Now for the on-feet portion of the video. As you can see, I'm wearing a pair of Adidas X.1s along with the SpeedGrip socks themselves. The X.1 is the reason why I started wearing grip socks, and that's because of the amount of heel slippage and lack of underfoot traction I have while wearing a boot. But when it came to wearing the SpeedGrip socks themselves, they pretty much fixed that problem completely. Other than that, the socks themselves are very, very comfortable. You can even wear them around the house, they're that comfortable. like I said before, the socks can be worn as standalone socks, or they can be worn above your normal football socks like you see here. Personally, I like to wear them either as standalone socks or underneath a pair of leg sleeves. So you'll see in a minute how I usually do it. So when it comes to the leg sleeves, you can either buy a pair online, or you can check out my tutorial, which is linked in the top right hand corner of this video, which shows you how to make your own pair of DIY football leg sleeves. Now onto the overall performance of the Storelli grip socks. So the way I like to kind of review or grade grip socks, you could say, is based on if they're fit to purpose. So for those who don't really know what grip socks do, they're supposed to improve the amount of underfoot traction inside the boot. So when you're wearing them, you shouldn't feel any heel slippage or rollover when you're wearing them. They should also make your boots feel more responsive. So that means that, they're kind of like an extension of your foot, rather than you can actually feel like the boot moves with you rather than reacts against you. It's kind of weird to explain, but those who play football will get what I mean. And yeah, and the also last thing would be, I guess, comfort as well. So you should be able to do all these things without compromising on comfort. So as far as the Storelli SpeedGrip Socks go, they pretty much tick all the boxes. So the amount of grip you get is very, very good. It's much better than like those cheap tape design or whatever kind of tennis sock ones that you see on Instagram or whatever. But I wouldn't put it up against something like a true sock. The amount of grip you get is not as aggressive as with a true sock, but that the amount of grip of a true sock is not to everyone's taste. This offers a very good medium between, like, it's not too grippy, but it's also, you also still get a very good amount of grip. Now the only kind of downside about this sock, I would say, is the durability. So they fell apart quite quickly. So, and then I always followed like the washing instructions with these kind of socks as well. So I never put it in the dryer. I always follow wash cold, whatever, blah blah blah. So, but they fell apart very quickly. I've had these maybe a few months, and I've used them maybe, I would say, like I said, 15 to 20 times in like training sessions and football matches. And even then, I wasn't using them consistently. I was using other grip socks as well in between, and they're still falling apart. So as you can see, there's like a little hole. I'll try and zoom in. There's a little hole there, but it was too blurry, but there's a hole there anyway. So I think that's the only thing that really lets this product down. It's a very good product, but the durability factor, if you're not going to have a grip sock that can't last more than at least maybe a good amount of the season rather than 2 or 3 months, then there's no point. So I'd love to say it's good value for money, but at £25 at full price, and then that's the durability you're getting, I don't think it's really worth it, in my opinion. Which is a shame, but because it's a really good product. And I understand maybe that's why you don't see so many pros using them. But again, I got these for half price, so maybe I'm not too upset. But at the same time, I'm not quite let down because they would look and seem to be quite a promising product. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you thought the video was sublime, like the video, if it was surpassed, still like the video, make sure to follow me on my socials. They're in the description as well. They're also going to be on screen. If you have any questions regarding the socks, make sure to drop me a DM on Instagram or Twitter, whatever you fancy. And also check out me and my friends' podcast, El Rondo. We release episodes every now and again. We also have a YouTube as well, so make sure to subscribe to that as well as to this channel as well. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.